All right. I am at home, so you may hear my cat or my dog or my wife make noise as we're doing this, but just let me know if you guys can hear me, if the audio is okay, because I just threw this together real quick. Um, let's see. Loud and clear, audio okay. Good. Hey, all right. I stole my son's snowball, blue snowball. Camera lighting's not the greatest in here, but it'll do. All right. Hey, look at that. Got a W in the chat already.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. From Kathy Kendall. Thank you, Kathy. W in the chat, you guys. That's awesome. My daughter's going to be very excited. And another one from Jay Tay Tay. My favorite Jay Tay Tay. In Rusty We Trusty. I still need to get those. Still need to get those t-shirts. Thank you, you guys. Very cool. Wonder if is my kids my kids watching.
I can see the ladder.
Oh, hey, look at this. I'm on the TV up there. That's kind of cool. Let's see. So I'm going to pause this. No, I want to do that. There we go. So the tornado warning there is in effect until 8:45. So another 15 minutes left on that. 2-inch hail also a possibility, which is bigger than golf balls. It's moving east at 10 miles per hour. Thus the rotation, because it's not everything else is moving north, and this part of the storm is moving east. So that makes sense. It's still, I mean, that's headed towards Pickerel, just north of Beatrice. That was my dog barking at the cat. Yeah, you can kind of see that hook. Look at that. That's something right there. Ooh, another W in the chat, you guys. You guys are doing awesome. This is amazing. What did I miss here? Elizabeth, thank you. My kids are gonna love ice cream tomorrow. Except I have to go back to work tomorrow. Your dog's bark got my dog's attention. Sorry about that, Mr. Anderson. The Void is doing well. Thank you for the question. Trent W's in the chat. Thank you. Twitter Jim says hi, Josie. So, all right, let's go back over here. I'll zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit of a hook there, just west of Pickerel. I'm gonna put this into loop mode. Yeah, it's slowly moving east. So if you live in Pickerel, I would take shelter. And there's all kinds of things going on here too. We've got storm rolling through Lincoln now. Did they get the softball game in? I don't think they did. Ooh, another W in the chat from Spicy Nuggets. Thank you. I can afford sprinkles now. Thank you. Somebody asked about Norfolk. Yeah, Norfolk's got a severe thunderstorm warning on it, just north. Looks like it's weakening though, so that's some good news there. Look at all these storms. You know what's weird about these storms? They're just kind of wandering. Like they don't have a direction. It's like me in high school. What? Grand Island's got a severe thunderstorm warning. That one over by Holdridge. Another one headed towards Minden and Hastings. Another tornado warning in Washington County in Kansas. So, I mean, there's a lot going on. Over here by McCook. Oh yeah, Robert Clayton. That's $1. He said the D word. Thanks for the heads up, Jim. Oops. Okay, there we go. So yeah, tornado warning over by Pickerel. That goes another 10 minutes, 8 minutes. Severe thunderstorm warnings all over the place. This one just west of the capital city. That's severe thunderstorm warning 50 miles south of Seward, moving north at 30 miles per hour. Ping pong ball size hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. I should point out my shirt too. You guys see my shirt? So it's easily distracted by tornadoes.
Etsy shop link.
So what?
Should get an Etsy shop.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Our pets are going nuts.
Josie, Carl.
Let's see. I'm in southeast Lincoln, and I've heard like 1 or 2 rumbles of thunder. That's about it.
Oh, there's thunder.
Is there?
Yeah,
Thank you, Robert Clayton.
not super loud.
Thank you so much. Another W in the chat if you guys want to do that. Spicy Nuggets and Robert Clayton got a couple of W's in the chat. Let's see. Is there a tornado warning for Lincoln? No. Trent Falcon, just keep going to school. You'll be coming. Gotta study. Lots of math. Rolling thunder in Utan. Rain started now in Milford. Yeah, we've got storms all over the place. Let me zoom out a little bit.
See?
And I'm gonna try to. Okay, let me move it over here a little bit. This might give us a little better perspective. So you've got storms. God, they're all over the place. And no real, they're just slowly moving northeast. Now what's happening kind of off screen, just to the left is a cold front that's going to be swooping through overnight into early tomorrow morning. But there's a lot of just clusters of storms. Salt Dogs delayed at 8:30. They were trying to get that softball game in. I don't know if they did. It went into extra innings. So there's the storm, the tornado warning north of Beatrice. That's set to expire in 5 minutes. A new severe thunderstorm warning for Furnace and Gosper County, just southwest of Holdridge, southwest of Kearney. Softball did finish before the storms. It did. Oh, good to know. NU versus Grand Canyon University tomorrow. That's okay. Good. That'll be a good game. Grand Island's getting hit pretty hard too. Look at that. That's probably some decent sized hail. That's a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see. Hang on. East Central Buffalo County. It's canceled. Okay. But lots of lightning. McCook, Beaver City getting severe thunderstorm warning for Gosper, Furnace, and Harlan County until 9:30. That's for ping pong ball size hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. I wish we could play Let's Count the Lightning, but I don't. I have that ability at work. I'm not at work. I'm in my home office, so to speak. So I don't have that ability. Okay, let's see. Trying to get through all these questions here. Getting hammered with hail in Pickerel right now. Man of the peephole, thank you. That's a cute big W in the chat. Another $20. Jeez. Thank you. Thank you, man of the peephole. That's a cool name, by the way. All the ice creams, that's right. That's cool that that shows up on the side there. You can just look up there instead of... I'm going to start doing that. You okay, kitty? Lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, though. One west of Lincoln, one over by Wahoo. Does not include Wahoo, it's west of there. Grand Island. 48 in Old Cheney. Just very weird out. A little rain, but not much. This makes me so nervous. Rusty, do you get paid for this work right now? No. Not from Channel 8. So this is all just another one. DJ Khaled. Get some ice cream. Trending videos, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you very much. W in the chat, you guys. Lancaster County under a flood watch. Good to know. Yeah, it doesn't, and these storms are really slow. They've been really slow all day long. And another one, and another one. I was at work earlier, and we have 3 people at our TV station that are meteorologists. There's me, there's Houston, and there's Dominic. Dominic's is there now. I went in early and was basically getting ready for everything. And then the storm started. I was able to cover all of that. And then Dominic came in around 5 o'clock this afternoon. He'll stay until late, around 1 or 2 in the morning. And then Houston will come in and cover the overnight. So we do what we can to cover everything. So now that I'm home, this is my free time. And I'd be watching the storms anyway, so I might as well talk with you guys. Carrie Tobin, thank you. Ice cream and thunderstorms. W in the chat. Ebeth asks chances for a tornado in Lincoln tonight. It's not 0. It's a possibility. Rusty's kid's going to weigh 300 pounds with the ice cream. I think you're right. Kimberly, glad you came over here from the other guys. Do you think it's more favorable we're going to get a tornado in Lincoln tonight? It's just a small chance. It's a small chance for everybody. Everybody has the same chance. Right now, that one was near Beatrice. It just depends on how these storms interact with each other. There's really no way to figure out exactly where the rotation's going to happen because they just keep running into each other. Look at this. I mean, there's no line of storms. They're just all over the place. Whoa, pretty slick. What the heck? Pretty slick. Huge W in the chat, you guys. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you. That was really, really nice of you. I appreciate that. Super W. Yeah, that's... Never seen that before. That's crazy. Any hail projected for Lincoln? Yeah. I do think we could see some hail in Lincoln. Really, anybody has a chance. Elizabeth Cano, thank you. Another W in the chat. That's awesome. Number 1 fan. Woo! Hail in the capital city. Yeah, and tomorrow's going to be an interesting day too. I mean, we could be doing this all over again. I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think it'll be more of a line of storms, whereas these are just clusters waiting for the line of storms to move through later. Sam asking what's W? That just means a win. It's like it's a good thing. Yeah. My wife just said, too bad Scoop's closed. They'd be getting a lot of business. Those north storms just exploded. Yeah, everything's just kind of. Look at all of that. I'm gonna move over here. I want to see what's a little further west. Hang on, I gotta find that. Not that one. North Platte. There it is. I'm gonna switch radar. Okay. So I think what's happening here is you see these storms that go from North Platte down towards McCook and then into Norton and Hill City. That is going to sweep through tonight, and that's what's going to take all the storms with it. So these little clusters near Hastings and Grand Island and Holdridge and Lincoln and everything, they're just going to kind of hang out and wander around. There's nothing for them to give them movement. But that over there from North Platte to McCook to Hill City in Kansas is moving. See, that's your movement right there, where everything else is just kind of pulsing and then dying, and then shows up over here, then it dies, and it shows up over here. But that is a cold front, or at least a frontal boundary of some sort, that's moving from west to east slowly. But that will head northeast towards Grand Island, towards Columbus, towards Lincoln, and eventually take everything out. So that's good. Okay, let me go back over here. No, not that one. Okay, switching back over. Okay. Let's see. When would the line get here? After Chupi, or if you're talking about Lincoln, that line would be probably 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Seems like a lot of hype for tornado chances tomorrow, especially in northeast Nebraska. It's kind of moving how you forecasted it, which is always fun. Yeah, Scoop's closed. What are your thoughts on Norfolk tomorrow? I'm a little worried because my only shelter is in a bathroom with no windows but an exterior wall. Just be as prepared and as safe as you possibly can. Did you hear they have a Runza flavored ice cream? I did. I don't know. I like, the good old fashioned stuff. Eric the Red Guy. Had to really raise home theater volume up to hear you. Okay, I can try. Let's see. Filters. Add. I'm going to add a little gain and see if this helps. I'll go up 1 dB. We'll see if that helps. Going to Cinco de Mayo Fest tomorrow in South Omaha. What time do you think the storms will hit Omaha? Let's see. What time did they have them? Probably after 6 o'clock is what I'm guessing. 6 p.m. What are the W and ice cream? Karen Forbes, W just means a win, and it's just just like a good thing. It's like a thumbs up, like an attaboy. Let's see. Is this pop-up thunderstorms unusual? Yeah, you usually see at least some direction of these, with these storms. The way they're just kind of showing up and then just sitting there. But they are kind of moving now. They're not just sitting there, but they're really slow. Yeah, now they kind of got a little direction to them. Black Phone 2. I haven't seen Black Phone 1, so I should probably watch that. Let's see. How bad is Monday expected to be from Beatrice to Lincoln? We could see some strong storms. That's another day we're watching very closely. Spot flooding possibility, absolutely. Which will take the rain. We just don't want it all at once. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream. It helps push out more people. That's true. This has been the busiest I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and there's 675 of you out there. I wasn't even sure if I was going to do a live stream tonight. Yeah, this is pretty busy out there right now. Anything coming towards Sioux Falls? Sioux Falls? That's what. Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of out of my range. Crete had little less than baseball size hail. Really? Southwest Lincoln looks like Highlands getting rain. Definitely need t-shirts. I know. I've been saying that for a year now. We could use 2 to 3 inches of rain. We really could. Like over 2 days, though, would be really awesome. What do you see that storm headed towards Bennett doing? Slowly but surely moving north and east. Is the storm west of Fremont going to hold together as it moves east? The west of Fremont. Storm west of Fremont. You're probably wondering if it's going to get into Fremont. I think so, because the radar that I'm using is down towards Hastings, so it loses its focus. It can't see that far out. Speaking of ice cream, you haven't tried Hudsonville ice cream. It's so good. Give it a go. All right. Noted. My husband is driving to York from Lincoln, so this is helpful. Glad it's helpful. Any tornadoes yet? Yeah, we've had two or three tornado warnings, but I haven't seen any reports of anything on the ground. I'm going to zoom into a couple of different places here. Lincoln catching a break right now, but I'm going to guess this one between Wilbur and Crete's going to try to move through Lincoln. This one over by Pickerel has just been sitting there. This is, let me see, what time? 43. This is a loop over the last 10 minutes. They're starting to pick up a little bit of speed. Fairbury going to get hit again pretty soon. This one over here by moving towards Hastings. Is it going to storm all night in Lincoln? It looks like it. Basically skirted Kearney, and that's where we are at this weekend. ETA for Bellevue. Let's see, Bellevue. I was in Bellevue to watch a movie with my son. Or when was that? A couple of months ago. I'd never been to Bellevue. No reason to. I mean, it's either Lincoln or Omaha. You're probably looking at a couple hours. Grand Island still seeing that strong storm. This is a new severe thunderstorm warning until 9:30. Golf ball size hail and 60 mile per hour wind. Golf ball size hail was reported on the south side of Grand Island, so just a heads up on that. It's moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. I was just about to head to Texas Roadhouse. Is it safe to go out to eat in South Lincoln? I'll meet you there. It is. Just when you get there, you might have to make sure it's safe to leave. But yeah, you've got a solid 20 minutes to get there. Wondering if it may hit Auburn. I'm seeing conflicting opinions. Really, anybody in Nebraska tonight has got a chance for storms. And I know that's kind of a cop-out because, like, look at Geneva and York right now. They're not seeing anything, but they did have storms earlier. So it's not everybody at once. it's storms here, then storms there. Like Lincoln isn't seeing anything right now, but Beatrice is getting hammered. Seward's getting hit hard. Wahoo on the edge. Grand Island getting hit hard, but pretty soon they're going to catch a break for a little bit. Between Minden and Blue Hill, seeing that line of storms. Between Holdridge and Kearney. So it's not everybody at once, but everybody has the chance tonight. That line of storms, though, over here, from Stockville to Beaver City to Norton down towards Hill City, that's the main line that's going to push from west to east and push all of this eventually out of our area tonight. But it's going to take some time. This is not a fast-moving storm. I'm going to switch over to the Omaha radar, so forgive me for this. Sparky, yeah, thank you. Eamon, with the threat of severe weather, do you feel like it's not safe for me to do the dishes tonight? And instead Jade does. Yes, but you have to help. I think if you split it up and both of you do it, it's much safer that way. Are we getting tornado in Lincoln? Just a small chance at that, but everybody has a small chance tonight. We were at a 5% chance, which is like a medium low. It's not zero though. Okay, so I'm going to put this into loop mode. I mean, this is, if we could just avoid the hail, much needed rainfall. And I mean, guess how many times I've heard we need rain over the past month. Not sure I can count that high. What are the speeds looking like? Inside the thunderstorms, they're anywhere from 40 to 60 miles per hour for most of the wind. 1 inch hail reported at Malcolm. Any of these storms, easily 1 inch hail. Geez, we're up to over 700 people. You guys that have been here in the past, have we ever been that high? I don't think we have. About 350. Why does hail happen? It's updrafts, and it's colder up there than it is at the surface. It's like below the freezing mark. And so the rain it freezes, and then there are little tiny droplets of freezing, and then they all get stuck together. They get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until the wind that's blowing up, straight up, can't hold that hail anymore, and it falls to the ground. So the stronger the storm, the stronger the wind, the bigger the hail. That's the 30-second explanation. Anna Martin, I'm killing it. Cool. Glad you like it. Usually stuff happens during the middle of the night, remember? It usually happens like between 6 and 9. The best part, spring storms are rusty live streams. I'm always exhausted after these things because I'm talking all the time. I almost need somebody else here. Are you able to see what the wind gusts were in Kearney around 7:10? I could, but not right now. Doing stuff. If you email me, I can look up that information for you. Can't use it in a court of law though, because it's not official. Rain in Beatrice at a rate of 1.35 an hour. Nice. Beatrice has been getting a lot of rain though this year. They are much better off than just about everybody else in Nebraska. You are the first local we all go to, even when we are out of your area. You still report. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Kyle, no worries. Usually on the short videos, it's just leaving me and a few other likes. Ted Hilker, well, thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to do those YouTube shorts a lot. And TikTok and Facebook Reels and all that kind of. I'm trying to expand and do it more and more and more. Boy, look at this storm. Hang on. This one is just sitting there. If you know anybody in Pickerel that has a rain gauge, I would love to know how much rain Pickerel gets tonight. Look at all of that. Goodness. Solid storm headed towards Crete, Malcolm, Ceresco, Valparaiso, Wahoo eventually. New severe thunderstorm warning. I'm going to pause it here. Southwestern Lancaster, Eastern Saline, and Northwestern Gage. Um, this is 3 miles north of Plymouth or 14 miles northwest of Beatrice, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. That one may clip Lincoln eventually. Let's see. This is a destructive storm for northeast Jefferson and southeast Saline County. Baseball-size hail. Oh, goodness. Emergency management reported baseball-size hail 4 miles west of Plymouth about 5 minutes ago. Baseball-size hail. Okay, so that's real. That's that storm that just went through Plymouth. Baseball-size hail. Eric the Red Guy, I think you're the only one saying I need to turn my vocals up. Do I need to turn the volume up? Has anybody else? Is it hard to hear me? I can try to turn it up a little bit, but I don't want to do it if everybody else hears me just fine. Was a tornado threat for Gretna Monday? It's not zero. Crete can keep that. Can you check for rotation? Let's. Okay, I think everything's fine. Let's see. Yeah, let me look at the velocity here. That's a little spread out, so I'm not as concerned about the rotation there. So that's the good news. Maybe a little rotation over there, but that's on the other side into Kansas. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything of concern right now. But that's some heavy rain near Pickerel. Tiny bit better. Okay, tiny bit louder. All right, I'm going to try to just adjust this a little bit. Sorry, I got to do this on the fly. Filters, gain. Okay, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, that might push it a little better. We'll try that for a little bit. How will Adams and Clay County be doing in a few hours? I think it's. Hang on, let me get back over to my radar. What were you asking about? Adams and Clay County. Oh, yeah, the storms will be rolling through that area over the next few hours. Is there a window where I can drive from Waverly to Wymore without running into severe weather? Yeah, tomorrow morning. But yeah, in all seriousness, this severe thunderstorm warning from Plymouth up through Wilbur to Crete has been warned for very large hail. Near Plymouth, reported baseball-size hail. So that's not good. What time frame for the storms tomorrow in Norfolk? After 6 p.m. There are no more tornado warnings out here. So Nicole, you're asking about the tornado warning in Washington County. That was expired. So no. Unless it gets more rotation. I'm going to put this into loop mode here. Okay. Is that baseball hail going to make it to Hickman? It's possible. Really, anybody in southwestern Lancaster County should be keeping a very close eye on that. So let's see. I've got southwestern Lancaster, eastern Saline, and northwestern Gage County until 9:45 for tennis ball size hail potential. It's moving north at 45 miles per hour. There was a report of baseball size hail 4 miles west of Plymouth, and that was just before 9. That's big. I did see a 3-inch report earlier, but that was that was further west. I don't remember where that was at. For those in Omaha, no, the storms are headed that way. They just got to get there. So They got to start somewhere. Yeah, I think the heavy rain is going. We're going to be seeing flooding issues. If you have a thunderstorm over you, it's so slow moving that you're going to have flood issues. So keep that in mind. Where are we at? 760. Wow, this is amazing. Baseball size hail is a big nope for me. Me too. Do you think it'd be safe in my bathroom without a window, even though it has one exterior wall? Yeah, it just wherever you're safest, wherever you feel safest, put as many walls between you and the outside and away from windows. That's the best you can do. If you can get a basement, if you can get into a basement, that's great. But if you don't have a basement, just as many walls between you and the outside as you can. When will Lincoln be hit tornado risk? There's more storms headed that way. It'll probably be half an hour to 45 minutes, but the tornado risk is really small for everybody. It's not zero, but just it's. And I know everybody wants to know if their neighborhood's going to get hit by a tornado, but it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I mean, look at all of this. There's thousands and thousands of miles worth of real estate here, just in this picture. And trying to figure out exactly where a tornado might happen. It could be anywhere. So is it going to be in Lincoln? Maybe. Is it going to be near Beatrice? Already was earlier. How about York? Maybe a little bit later. It just really depends. Let's see. Cut to eight and a half innings. Liquid Retro, good to see ya. Diesel Dog, how's it going? Starting to see some of the old school people showing up now. We're at 765. We might get to 800. Wouldn't that be cool if I hit 1,000? I don't know if I've ever done that. I should have cleaned out my gutters. Sunny, rainy day. What's a chance in Ashland? Later on tonight. It's probably a couple hours away, but definitely. Look at what's happening between Beatrice, Tecumseh, and Auburn. Those are, that line is filling in. And that's going to be making its way. Let me move it over here. Oh, new tornado warning. Who's that for? Gage County. Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. Okay, just east of Beatrice, a tornado warning. Let's see. This is radar indicated. So central Gage County until 9:45. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Beatrice, moving east very slowly at 10 miles per hour. Tornado and hail up to 2 inches in diameter a possibility. It's mainly over rural areas in central Gage County, maybe Rockford. I'm going to put this into velocity mode. Oh yeah, just almost over Beatrice. Look at that. Headed towards Philly. Uh-oh. Hey Mel. Philly. It's probably some decent sized hail, and those purple. When you see that purple, that's some pretty solid, solid hail size. Okay, I'm gonna put this back into the loop mode. Yeah, see, notice those two storms merged. The one that was coming from Fairbury ran into that one that was just sitting there over Pickerel for like an hour. Ran into it, and it's like if you kick a ball almost. The ball's just sitting there and you come in and kick it with a spin. That's what's happening right there. Kicked off a little bit of a rotation. These storms are running into each other. And so the good news is this is not your supercell kind of tornado threat where it's just barreling down and it's just rotating and spinning and turning into a monster tornado. No, these are those quick spin up tornadoes where EF0, EF1 maybe, where 100, 125 miles per hour, which still does damage, but it's not the massive long track tornadoes. These last just even a couple of seconds to maybe a minute, if that. And 9 times out of 10, these are just rotation and they don't actually produce a tornado, but it's rotation. So you have to, one can be produced. Let's see. Rusty, the Mad Lad, is at it again. Thanks for covering our butts once again. West Omaha, how's ice cream fun? Looking first bit of 2026. Not bad, Joshua. Not bad at all. It's like a storm pit maneuver. Not sure what that is. I think you're right, though. Will any of these storms hit Dubuque, Iowa? It's the possibility of storms in Iowa is definitely there. Is there tornado potential for Grand Island? Sure. Yeah. Just about everybody has a chance. With these storms, like I said, just meandering about and running into each other, this is not a big... Hey, Vitamin KG, thank you. W in the chat, you guys. I got to get back over to YouTube. Thank you very much. Can you explain the velocity map? Velocity map is just showing the wind. Doesn't show the rain, doesn't show the hail, doesn't show any of that. It shows the wind and the direction of it. So when you have green and red running into each other in spots that don't have green, it's usually all green or all red, and then you see the other color right next to it, that means there's rotation, because it detects wind coming in and wind going out, and it's usually just going one direction. But when you see it going in a different direction, where it means there's rotation right there. Drought Busters, how's the kitty? Good. Henri was attacking Mel earlier. It was kind of funny to watch. Think there will be a tornado warning for Lincoln? It's a small chance, but it's a chance. But again, these are not these large and dangerous tornadoes. This is not the right setup for those big tornadoes. Yeah, Washington County just keeps rotating down there. When will these storms be past Lincoln? Probably about 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe 4. I'm more worried. I'm looking at my TV up here because I've got the TV up and it shows me the questions. I'm more worried about tomorrow and Monday. Yeah, me too. Audio is good here. Thanks, Liquid. Yeah, 773. That's awesome. Hey, if people like this, I'll keep doing this every time there's severe weather. Absolutely, as long as I can. Sishi, W in the chat. Thank you. I wonder if my kids are watching, because they're going to be really excited about all this. Sishi, thank you. Ice cream or coffee or whatever fund. Thank you. Not a fan of tornadoes or storms. Not a lot of people are, and I completely understand that. How should I feel about being out at Branched Oak? That storm between Grand Island and York may be turning into a bow echo. Kind of looks like it wants to. Yeah, it's pushing out in the middle. I can see that. Not serious storms until he rolls up his sleeves. Wrong guy. More peeps popping in. Thanks for keeping us up to date. When are the big storms supposed to hit tomorrow around Beatrice? After 6 or 7. You're saying I have a chance. You should always do this in your jammies, like you are tonight. Highest viewership. It's just a t-shirt. It's not my jammies. Trina, how you doing? Good to see you. That's awesome. That's a fellow Gordonite. What are the odds? This is going by really fast. Up to 780. Let's see. No restroom breaks for rescue for the next 48 hours. This much of it is scary because I don't understand and listening to you and how realistic and non-hyperbolic. Yeah, that's the thing. 99 times out of 100, it's okay. Just get into a safe place, stay away from windows, and you'll be fine. But as long as you're prepared and know where to go if it gets really bad, you put yourself in a position that's really, really good. So we're looking at a couple of different things here. I'll get back. Let's see. The little girl wants to know what will happen in Lincoln tomorrow and Monday. Chance for storms, just like tonight. Maybe even a little stronger. East of I-29 really heating up. Do I need to be worried? Don't be worried. Just be prepared. I'm not the only one that thought you were wearing pajamas. it's a t-shirt. My husband runs the grounds crew at Haymarket Park. So glad they called the game early. Yeah, me too. I know they were trying to get it in, but it just, when it went into extra innings, they couldn't get it done. 5-year-old will hear you on my phone and he goes, my favorite weather guy. Oh, Cheyenne, that's awesome. Sir, we at Channel 6 rolled up his sleeves last night. Mr. Ramby not happy. No, he does that every day, even when the weather's nice. Sir, we just does that. He doesn't care. And he's a good guy. Sir, we's like a really good guy. Chance of hail, decent. And that's, we've been seeing some strong large hail. In fact, I'm gonna look at this update, because this one right here, north of Plymouth, tennis ball size hail for southwestern Lancaster and northeastern Saline and Gage County. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and tennis ball size hail. That's moving north and east, headed towards Lincoln actually. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, that storm that's over by DeWitt is going to head towards Claytonia, Wilbur, Hallam, Kramer, and Crete, and then try to make its way north and east. So are we showing off the guns? He works out. Still have that tornado warning headed towards Philly. Let's see, it's still radar indicated, so no report. If any of these tornado warnings turn purple, pinkish purple, that means it's that there's a tornado on the ground. So as long as they stay red, that's good. Is Lincoln tornado threat pretty high through Monday? It's about as high as it is tonight, if that tells you anything. The better chance for tornadoes tomorrow is in northeast Nebraska up towards Sioux City. Did I hit 800? Hey, I did. 802. Welcome, everyone. This is amazing. I was this close to not doing this tonight. I was just like, did people really want to watch it? I don't know. Like, okay. And wow, you guys are amazing. This is really cool. Yeah, howdy, everybody. Okay, let's put this into loop mode here. Whoops. Okay. That's a lot of lightning just north of Beatrice. Sometimes I miss when I wasn't, this was 25 years ago when I wasn't on TV, but I remember just sitting there watching storms. That's just so much fun. So I'm really jealous of you guys that get to do that. So I do want to point something out here too. Let me move this forward. See these two severe thunderstorm warnings right next to each other? They're different colors. Notice that? This one towards Wilbur, Hallam, Crete, that is a... Hang on, I'm looking for the perfect wording here. It's a stronger storm. And then this one over here towards the town of Western is for $half size hail. So if you notice, the one that's by Western doesn't have the black outline. That's for a smaller threat of hail. But the one with the black outline has large hail, tennis ball size hail. This one that's over Beatrice and north and east, 2-inch in diameter hail. So when it has that black outline, better chance of seeing bigger hail. Tyler Redwine, thank you. W in the chat from Tyler. Got another W in the chat. This is amazing, you guys. Up to 813. This is going to make me have to do this all the time. I get this many people. This is amazing. Throat's going to go out. Assuming we are looking at other storms from Lincoln, Lincoln is okay. Somebody said, my husband turned on another station. I said, turn on channel 8. I want to watch Rusty. We turned it on and realized it wasn't you, and I was sad. That's Dominic, though. He's actually really good. But I was doing the first half of the day, and Dominic's doing the second half of the day. Glow shorts. But yeah, hey, thanks Tyler. Appreciate that. My kids are really going to be happy. And Bryce is in there now, so he's going to know. Let's see. How's the kitty, Rusty? Will he make an appearance? If he shows up, no, he'll claw me. Are you kidding me? I can't even pick him up. Princess. W in the chat. Thank you, Princess. Is Beatrice in the clear? Not yet. Not yet. Viewers, and you're making tips. Yeah. How are we looking for Sterling and Adams? Still some storm chances. If I can get the kitty, I'll see what I can do. But thank you, Prince. Oh, another tornado warning. Hang on. Where is that one? What is that for? Tornado warning. Oh, so for Gage County, they reissued the tornado warning for Gage County. I want to look at the velocity, which is the wind. So it's on the edge. That's the problem. Okay, there it is. Yeah, what we're looking at is between Pickerel and Beatrice. See that red blob? That's likely the rotation right there. That information is still with the tornado potential and hail up to 2 inches in diameter. It's still moving east at 10 miles per hour. It's located 5 miles southeast of Pickerel. So yeah, that red blob. And it's moving east. So you're looking at... I just heard my wife trying to pick up the cat. Ow! Let's see. It's radar indicated. Locations impacted is Philly. And we have a friend whose family lives in Philly. And there's also there's a flash flood warning for northern Gage County. Between 1.5 and 2.5 inches of rain have already fallen. Did you try to pick up the cat?
I just tried to pet him.
Oh.
Still nasty.
Let's see, is there any hail in Lincoln? Nothing in wind, no wind or hail in Lincoln right now, but the storms are still moving north. So, but slowly. I mean, this thing over Pickerel's been there forever. This one severe thunderstorm moving through Wilbur and Hallam is headed towards Lincoln, but it's also slow. But it has tennis ball size hail. It's moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. I'm confused about all the different colors. Yeah, I was showing velocity. It's hard to make sense of that. Tell your wife. What am I telling my wife? I missed that. It's hard to keep up with everybody tonight. There's 800 of you out there tonight. Goodness sakes. Oh, tell your wife I say hi. Okay. How does Kansas look? Flat. Sorry, that was too easy. I mean, it was right there. Feels like Northern Gage has been getting all the precip this spring. You're absolutely right. What's the green circle? That's a flash flood warning. So glad I trimmed my trees this summer. A lot of hail, lightning, and thunder in Sprague. No hail yet. That's good. Whatever happened to the cow that was lifted into the air by the tornado? I think he's still in the air. How's the velocity by Aurora? It's fine. I don't think I saw this one. Let's look that. Oops. Yeah, it's let me see what this tornado warning says. For Knuckles and Webster, hang on. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Rosemont, 25 miles south of Hastings, moving east at 15 miles per hour. These are all really slow moving things. So radar indicated rotation, so nothing is touched down, but ping pong ball size hail also a possibility. That's about 1.5 inches. And if you're wondering what all these colors are, it's just different ways that the wind is being picked up. You're looking for, like with this tornado warning, see right there by St. Stephen's how the red and the green blips are kind of right next to each other. And then this red blob right here, that's rotation. And then this is the radar. So 2 tornado warnings. Lincoln is eventually going to see some storms roll in. They're trying to hang on. What do you know about Hebron now? Sirens just started going off. I'm not sure why. The thing with sirens is every single town and city and they have their own reason for sounding sirens. For Lincoln, it can be for anything. That's basically it's usually for a tornado warning, but it can also mean for anything that might cause damage. It can be anything. What did one raindrop say to the other raindrop? Okay, what? Got another tornado warning here. Franklin and Harlan County. I'm not excited about all the uptick in tornado warnings all of a sudden. Phillips, Franklin, and Harlan. This is radar indicated rotation. It goes until 10 p.m. Did you see the answer to the one raindrop? Oh no, he hasn't said it yet. Let's start a petition to have sirens go off in Lincoln whenever Rusty goes live. I don't need that kind of pressure. If my dad is driving on Highway 77 North, should he stop? He says he's a little past Marysville right now. I mean, there's a lot of storms on Highway 77. I would just hang out. Let's see. Okay, I'll put this back into motion. I'm gonna switch over to a different. Hang on, I gotta find it. There it is. There we go. Trying to get centered here. Come on, there we go. Okay. We need a Rusty app that speaks to us the way Ken Shimmick's voice used to come from my pocket. Wonder what he's doing tonight. Probably not even watching. Husker Dan, that where I grew up in Gordon, they did that too. In western Nebraska, the sirens would go off to alert that they needed people for either volunteer fire department or paramedics, whatever it was. Everything was volunteer. What's the answer, Chris? And what should I expect in Milford? Storms. Storm's a good bet. 2 is company, 3 is a cloud. I like that. Why do I want to throw my weather radio when it goes off, yet also thankful when I need it? That's exactly what they do. Even in Seward, we always have VF, volunteer fire department sirens still. Cool. Oh boy, here come the jokes. What do you call it when it rains chickens and ducks? What's the big red circle shape in the southeast? The circle means just a little rotation. Kitty, no.
Oh, no,
Kitty,
no.
no.
Don't do that.
Big red circle. What am I looking at here? Big red circle shape in the southeast. I'm not sure. You see anything? Any tornado warnings near Valparaiso? No, not yet. Foul weather. Gotcha. Good, good. Hailing really hard in Seward. Be careful out there. Oh, I-80. Yeah. That's fellow Western Nebraska here from down the road in Chadron. That explains why I like you so much. My grandma and my dad live in Chadron, so I go to Chadron all the time. Kitty plus stream equals more viewers. Come here, Kitty.
See you get clawed.
Kitty, kitty. Kitty. You should see the look this cat's giving me. Kitty, kitty. Yeah, he doesn't even listen to me. I don't know why I'm trying. What's the yellow triangle inside the tornado warning?
Oh, okay, okay. Things.
That's telling me just different thresholds. And different rotations. It's just another marker that just signifies that there's something going on right there. And where it's happening. It's just trying to keep track of where the center is. I'm going to be interested to see what's happening north of Beatrice. That has been sitting there for a long time. I'll say it again. If anybody knows anybody in Pickerel that has a rain gauge, I really want to know how much rain they get. This Dominic was saying something about rotation by Crete. That doesn't surprise me. That's a large. Oh yeah, look there near Western. Hang on. Yeah, that's rotation near Western, but that's also very large hail. So that could be updraft. When I saw you weren't on Channel 8, I immediately came to your YouTube live. Oh, heavy rain West A, good. What is the opposite of a cold front? A warm front. Okay. Ow! I'm being attacked. He's attacking my foot. Ow! Oh, warm back. I got you. I have a new one sitting on my counter. I will let you know if it gets wet. Okay. Will Lincoln see a tornado warning? Small possibility. How much and what is still on the table for Lincoln? How long? Just strong storms. Let me see. Well, I kind of want to see if I can.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I
Okay, we're gonna try.
He doesn't like to be held.
Hi, Katie.
It's not a. No, no.
Okay, we tried.
He does not like it.
Anything for Skylar? Storms are possible later. Oh, I think I got a pretty good scratch. That's okay. If I catch him at the right time, if I catch him at the right time, he lets me hold him. So that was Barney. I may be bleeding for a while, but that's all right. Okay, back to the important stuff. Sorry. Still a lot of warnings out there. And then really no direction to these storms. I mean, look at that one between Seward and David City. It's just sitting there. It's not severe. It's just, it's another one, just a random. And what's happening, the cat is more dangerous than the weather. You're right. Barney the Void, yeah. He says, now is not that time. Yep, I am bleeding. My 2 cats love to be held. Yeah, I've had a cat. I've had cats like that before. This is not one of those cats. He's still really, really nervous though. Came from a hoarder home, so. Yeah, Mel I think she just went somewhere. Why was the cloud so popular? It had a silver lining. Dad jokes. So anyway, these don't look at one storm. Just kind of look at them. Like, don't focus on the cat. Do you hear the cat? Look at the clusters. They're just all they're all kind of moving in the same direction. But some of them are getting run into, and some of them are just sitting there, and some are moving, it's just weird. Now what's happening though is over there towards Holdridge and Elma and Lexington, that's the frontal boundary that's just going to sweep all of those through. And it's going to run into all of that, and that's probably going to trigger more tornado warnings. But there's just little, this has to be a nightmare for the National Weather Service, because they have to look at every single storm over and over and over and over again to make sure it's not severe, or it's still severe. Because if you look at that one over by Fremont, if you look over by Fremont, just west of Omaha, is that one still severe? Doesn't look like it, but there's so many. Tornado warning over there just north of Red Cloud. Tornado warning by Elma. Tornado warning over by Beatrice. You can't even see it because all the lightning. Look at that lightning. Mrs. Rusty is a wonderful human being. See what Twitter Jim said.
Oh.
Textbook display of deviant cat motion during the preclusion process. You're absolutely right. Thing is, we can worry about the storm chance tomorrow and Monday, but it really depends on what happens tonight. How long does this stick around? If this is still here, or at least remnants of it, through the first half of the day tomorrow, that hinders heating of the day. Are there outflow boundaries? Are they still around? It's the butterfly effect. It is the butterfly effect, and it can matter how long these storms stick around, how many warnings there are, how strong it gets. It will definitely do and impact what is happening for tomorrow, and that will impact what happens on Monday over and over again. So we'll see. West of York and the storm by Fairbury are going to collide over Geneva. Let's see, west of York. Yeah. That's an outflow boundary too. You can see those outflow boundaries. If you draw a line like a circular, like a backward C from York to Geneva to Red Cloud, that's an outflow boundary. That's going to run into those storms near Fairbury. I think that's what you were just saying. The one south of Central City and west of York wants to move southeast while the rest moves northeast. Such a weird ecosystem of storms. And they did this right out of the gate too. When we were watching, when I was at work with Dominic, all along Interstate 80. It was the darndest thing. There was like 6 big cells, like all spaced evenly from each other, and they were just sitting there. And then all of them, almost at the same time, split in half, while one half stayed on Interstate 80 and the other half went north. Weirdest thing I've ever seen. Are there red clouds right now in Red Cloud? I would think so. What time is this supposed to be done? Probably about 4 or 5 in the morning. Does velocity show any rotation on that storm west of York? Let me see. No. Nope. Not seeing any. Yeah, now that storm, while everything else is moving kind of northeast, that storm west of York is moving southeast. Because of course it is. Downpouring in Air Park. At least we're getting some rain out of this. Is there any reason why there are a storm chances tomorrow and Monday, even though big storms like this stabilize the atmosphere? There's plenty of reasons. The every single weather model is showing some form of severe weather happening after 6 or 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So yeah. Should I be worried to cover my car in central Lincoln? Have absolutely zero hail cover. If you have the means, why not? If you can cover it, that's what I mean. If you can cover it. Just heard some thunder, something getting close to Lincoln. Yeah, the storms are getting much closer in Lincoln. Look at that. So the tornado warnings have been allowed to expire east and northeast of Beatrice, so our friends in Philly are fine. Deleting them? I don't know what to tell you. Heavy rainfall for most of Nebraska, yeah. What about the Beatrice one? Tornado for gauge canceled, yep. Storm by, got 3 cars inside now. That usually means the storms are going to weaken when Jim puts his cars inside of the garage. Yeah, we're starting now to see that severe thunderstorm warning between Lexington, Holdridge, into Kansas near Phillipsburg. That's going to sweep everything out. Update for Alma. Have family camping in Harlan right now. I mean, there's all your storms. So, Alma, yeah. Alma's, let's see. Southwestern, let's see. Tornado warning remains in effect until 10, so 15 minutes left on that. A severe squall line capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight line wind damage was located near the Harlan County Dam. It's 18 miles north of Phillipsburg, moving east at 45 miles per hour. So hopefully they're able to batten down the hatches if they're camping out there. What do you mean that's going to sweep everything out, and where is that Alma storm tracking to? That whole line is stronger and moving faster than all of those clusters. So that's basically going to run into those clusters, and the clusters will join in, and they will all just continuously move to the north and east. So when I say it's going to sweep everything out, it's not literally going to sweep. It's just everything's eventually going to move to the north and east along with that line of storms, because most of these clusters have been hanging out in the same place for hours. This line over by Alma is actually moving quickly, and it's continuing to move in one direction, unlike these clusters of storms. If only my weather station hadn't died this winter. I miss seeing. Yeah, you need. I love weather stations. I could price them out all day. Is there rotation just west of Wilbur? There was earlier, but it's not enough to for a tornado warning. What does a tornado say? I'm trying to stay away from jokes right now. All the best to you, Kyle. Okay. What about Hastings? Could we get a tornado? Again, anybody can see a tornado tonight. It's these things running into each other creates a little bit of spin. Now, if you're thinking of big, bad, dangerous EF5 tornadoes, no, those aren't going to happen. But a quick spin-up tornado, sure. Any of these storms could do that. Rusty, do you prefer reporting summer or winter weather? I like warmer temperatures, but I prefer the winter because it doesn't keep me away from my family. Like right now, love doing this, happy to do this, really glad to do this, but my kids are downstairs, my wife is downstairs, my daughter's downstairs. Normally we could go out to eat, we could go to Brewski's or Big Red or, whatever, and have dinner together, but that's not happening tonight. With winter weather, if it's, a snowstorm, we can still go out to eat because those are slow and takes them a really long time. Spin up and take my garbage only. That'd be great. I hear that. Anybody has a 5% chance. Jim, you're absolutely right. The storm over Beatrice hasn't moved. I know. That's why there's a flash flood warning right there. It's just still sitting there. Rain in northeast Lincoln. Ashland is under a flood watch and severe thunderstorm warning until 10. Probably a severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah. Okay. Is that why they did a thunderstorm watch and not a tornado watch? Because they weren't expecting to be that strong? No. They'll do a tornado watch when it looks like there's going to be quite a bit of rotation within the storms. If it doesn't look like it's going to be widespread rotation, they'll usually defer to the severe thunderstorm watch, because most of the warnings, as is the case tonight, are usually just hail-based. But you can get the occasional severe or tornado warning in a severe thunderstorm watch. Caitlin Mays, appreciate that. Which areas have seen hail already? Just about everybody. Very much still storming and pouring in Firth. I hope that helps. I know, I seriously cannot tell you how many times I've been told. I mean, just the other day, my wife Mel and I were out for a walk. We take the dog around, and we know this lady that lives across the way, and she saw me, and guess what? The first thing she asked me was, "When's it gonna rain?" I mean, it wasn't hi, wasn't how's it going. It was, "When's it gonna rain?"
Putting out her sprinkler.
I know she was putting out her sprinklers too, so I get it. But that's been my life for the last year. How far do you think that squall line will be active for? It's probably going to sweep its way across the state. Squall lines are less than snow squalls. I like that. Any hail in Lincoln? That is certainly a possibility. Does Omaha have tornado risk tonight? Yes. The rain seems to miss us. Actually, look at that. The rain's missing a lot of people right now. I mean, I'm in northeast or southeast Lincoln. No rain.
There's rain now.
Is there rain? It's light rain.
Yeah.
But we're not getting heavy rain. Mojo, let my wife know it's okay to focus on grading her 8th grade math tests. Hey, Mojo, Mikey's wife, it's okay. Did tornado warnings by Beatrice expire? Yes. Yeah, W in the chat. Thanks, Mojo. Oh, I got to thank you for that. Thank you. I hope tomorrow I can at least take my kids out for ice cream at lunch. What time will the squall hit Lincoln? That line, if it's still a squall, would probably be, it's after midnight. 1, 2. It's pouring on West Day. Love to hear that. pouring in the Belmont area. I mean, it's as long as it doesn't come down too fast. I mean, then you start to get flooding issues. Yeah, another severe thunderstorm warning. Where was that one at? Where is Josie?
She was like on the edge.
New event, severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster. And Saunders. Ooh, it's north of Lincoln. It'll pop up here in a second. It's for that storm that's rolling through North Lincoln right now. Look at that. That's some heavy rain. So whoever said they were getting heavy rain in West Lincoln, yeah. And North Lincoln, holy smokes. There's that new warning, Davie to Ceresco. That is North Central Lancaster, South Central Saunders until 10:30. Moving north, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. Are there any more tornado warnings? Yeah, just that one over by Alma headed towards Franklin. That goes until, oh, it looks like it was canceled. Okay. Yeah, we're drowning. I feel like we used to get rain in some areas where severe weather, but now it's like you have severe weather, hail, and rain in a highly localized area and no rain outside it. Okay. Dry soil doesn't take up water as easily, so more prone to runoff, leading to higher flood chances. I've said it 1,000 times. Heavy rain all at once doesn't help a drought. It's those nice, light, where you get like a half an inch over the course of a day, like 24 hours, and then you do it again 2 days later. Then you do that again 2 days later. That's how you get out of a drought. Heavy rain all at once does nobody any good. Is Lincoln good? Not yet. We've got several hours where storms are going to be possible on and off. This is not a one and done deal. Look at all those warnings downstream from Lincoln. We've got a ton of severe weather possibilities all the way through 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I just saw you having your live stream going. I'm now sitting here with my pets and have your live stream on my TV. It's like a police scanner, but for weather. I love that. That's awesome. Favorite place to get ice cream? It was Scoops. Kinsey, huge fan. Thank you. Life back in the early 1900s. Half an inch, that's a lot. It is, unless it's, if it happens over the course of 24 hours, half an inch, it's like not a whole lot, not all at once. Could there be a tornado in Crete? Yeah. Will these, it would just really quick spin up tornadoes are all we're going to see tonight. These are not large and dangerous, but they're small and dangerous. Thank you for what you do. JHH, sure. Does it give your wife peace of mind being married to a meteorologist? I feel like it would ease my weather anxiety. I don't think you were ever worried about weather.
No.
She's from Minnesota, so. We love Scoops. Yeah, Scoops is good stuff. But the place closed down, so. Try Blue Jay ice cream out in Ashland. Okay. Pea-size hail in Hallam. Thank you, Jen. Why no tornado watch? Because the threat wasn't that big for dangerous tornadoes. I mean, quick spin-up ones, sure. And we've had a few of those. But the better chance, look at the map right now. All you see are severe thunderstorm warnings. Lots and lots and lots of severe thunderstorm warnings. That's why. And look at that huge one. From Minden to Red Cloud to Smith Center to Franklin. That whole squall line, all warned. Am I going to be live streaming until 3? No. Maybe 10 years ago I could have done that. Tonight, I'm starting to slow down right now. Zestos. That's where I'm taking my kids next. Is Zestos. They need to. I don't think we take them to Zestos. I might have once. Need to go there more. Is this your dream job? Because it's mine. It's fun. It really is. What's the Scoop? Scoops is a local ice cream shop in Lincoln that just recently closed down. It was like an 80s theme. It had Pac-Man games and all kinds of 80s kind of movie paraphernalia, stuff like that. It was really cool. W in the chat. Oh, I think you guys are a little behind. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, I did. Samantha Black. Thank you, Samantha. Jeez. W in the chat. Thank you, Samantha. That was really awesome. Jeez. Huh. Okay, trying to read these. Do you think Lincoln will actually be hit tonight? We just had a strong storm roll through, and there's a lot more out there. So yeah, how Northwest Cornhusker is getting quite a bit of rain right now. Good to know. That storm by Beatrice is finally moving out. I know. Look at that. That took forever to get that pushed out of here. Heavy rain in Raymond. Zestos. 100% agree, Taylor. Let me see. I think I missed a few here. What is the ice cream shop over by Pioneers Park? Not sure. Change of tornado in Lincoln for tonight. Chance. Small chance. Everybody has a chance at seeing a quick spin up tornado tonight. It's not going to be, these are not large and dangerous tornadoes. These are just quick spin ups. Mainly because it's kind of like, imagine every single storm is like say you're playing pool and these are all the balls on the table. And if you hit one, if one's just kind of sitting there and you hit the ball and it runs into it, see, it makes it spin a little bit. That's what's happening with these. These are just a bunch of pool balls bouncing around each other. And when one bounces into another one, kind of creates a little bit of a spin. If it creates enough spin, you'll see a quick possibility of a spin-up tornado. Will it do a ton of damage? Probably not. But if it hits the right place at the right time and the wind gets going real quick, could do a little bit of damage. But it's usually short-lived. We're talking like 30 seconds, 1 minute, maybe 5 minutes. Somebody just asked. I missed that. Can you put the radar back on live view? It's been frozen for a good while now. That is the live view. This is the loop. I put it back on the loop mode. But if that's what you want, there you go. I see another weather report for tornado number changed from 4 to 7 tomorrow for Iowa, Nebraska. I'm not sure what that means. I think that's maybe the Weather Channel. I don't know. I don't watch them anymore. How much longer will you be on today? I don't know. I am getting tired. But I'll stick around for a little bit longer. What's the scoop on that system near Minden? Is it headed towards Hastings? Let's see. It is. That's not severe though. The storm behind it is, and it's probably going to catch up with it by the time it gets to Hastings. Look at that mess though from York. Oh my goodness. I'm going to see if I can get rid of the lightning. That just seems like, hang on. Hang on. Okay. I can't figure out how to take it off. Flash flood. Okay. Anyway, but if you look at that right in the middle, between Seward and York and Geneva to Hebron, Fairbury, Wilbur, that whole area right in the middle. I'm gonna zoom in on it just a little bit. This area right here, look at all that. It's basically all congealing, turning into one big glob of heavy rain, which is good. That usually means when everything's being pulled in one direction or another, the chance for hail and damaging wind diminishes quite a bit. Let's see. Temperature went down fast in the last hour. I'm south of York, and the lightning is crazy. How can you explain again what happens tonight and will affect tomorrow and Monday? Depends on how long these storms last. It's kind of the butterfly effect. If these storms linger, they're throwing out outflow boundaries right now, and if it keeps doing that all the way through. Oh, now it's pouring. We're in southeast Lincoln. It just started coming down. But it just, I know, if the atmosphere keeps getting churned up and it stays churned up through a good portion of the day tomorrow, that affects the rebuilding of the atmosphere so that we can have more severe weather. So if this can like linger, and it's not going to, because that line between Kearney, Minden, Franklin, that squall that's moving north and east, that should clear everything out tonight. Hey, Cameron's from Rushville. I'm from Gordon. How you doing? Does that storm near Wilbur have a little hook? It does, but it hasn't been enough to trigger a tornado warning. You could hear that, the rain. It was coming down for a second there. Hang on. Is this storm headed towards Emerson? Up from, yeah, I mean, everything's headed north and east. Let's see. If I missed your question, I'm sorry. I go to the same school as your kids. Hi, Ryder. Tell them hi. I am the Weather Channel. Please hang on as long as you can. I will. I will. The good thing about these storms is they're moving out at mildly fast rate. That's true. Good thing about these storms, let's see, will Kearney get any rain, or will the storm south of Kearney make it to Kearney? Let me see where Kearney is. Yeah, the storm chance is there for everybody. That's, if you draw a line from Kearney, yeah, Kearney's going to get some storms here shortly. And it's going to make its way up towards Grand Island, Central City, Columbus. Uh-oh. OBS disconnected. Now it's connected again. Everybody still there? Sorry, my OBS disconnected. I don't know why. Have you ever been storm chasing? Yeah. And I did it once, and that was back in college. Now I'm just in front of a computer all the time. Okay. Yeah. That's good. This is a good question. Will the big line out west that is clearing everything out intensify the existing storms before they clear? Great question. Sometimes what happens is, if it's a strong storm, like the one that it's running in, that's trying to catch up to, if you look at the line from Holdridge to Osborne, trying to run into that one that's making its way towards Hastings, that'll probably intensify a little bit. But when it runs into one that's like just sitting there, that is kind of like, it slows it down, and it's like a running back running into a center that's just sitting there. it slows them down, and it just kind of, whoa. But they can get going again. So it depends on what it runs into. Great question, though. Coming down hard near Holmes Lake right now. That's kind of by where we live. It was pouring there for a while. Have you seen a tornado in person? I have. That Arbor Day tornado was in person. Do you have current SPC discussion polys? I don't. I mean, I could, but we know their storms are out there. It's fine. Thanks for your reports. I know it's been a long day for you. It has, really. What time did I go in? I went into work around 11:30. So I've been doing this for about almost 11 hours now. Whew. And it's warm in here. I should open up the door. Downpour at 84th and O. Still no rain in Greenwood, and eerily quiet with some thunder in the distance. Still a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm trying to figure out what that storm between York. I need to be able to draw on this. Between York and Hebron, what is that doing? Just a weird storm. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to watch over the next few hours. Chris! Miss you too, man. Arbor Day tornado. We were just talking about that. And Chris Splatt's in there. He's the one that, if you were watching Channel 8 on that day, and if you heard somebody in the background go, "Oh my God," that was him. Let's see. Timeline for the squall line in Lincoln, probably after midnight, closer to 1 or 2. Maybe 3, depending on how quickly it's moving. So, but think about it. If you drove from Holdridge to Lincoln, how long does that take you on the interstate? I mean, going 75 miles an hour. That takes, what is that? That's an hour up to 2.5 hours. Going 75. This is probably going half that. So you're looking at 5 hours. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. About 3 in the morning for Lincoln. That's a great looking severe storm chair. Great story about that. I'll get to it here in a second. Cluster storms in the thanks, Rusty, here in Geneva. I've been using this chair since the early days of Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube. I used to do YouTubes for winter weather discussions back in my old days. Oh, hey, Carrie Bennis. Carrie Bennis. Enjoy some Zesto. W in the chat from Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. Does it look like the storm in Wilbur is moving back towards York and North? Everything's mixed up in that area. I don't know what it's doing. Because if you try to watch one particular storm, it's just, they're everywhere. Oui, s'il vous plaît. What's the difference between the squall line and an El Derecho? The squall line can be small like this. The El Derecho they're very specific guidelines. Has to be a certain length, and it has to go a certain amount of miles. It's like 400 miles wide, and it has to go 600 miles in one direction and stay with like a certain amount of miles per hour. It's a lot. It is hard to do a derecho. We drove from Elm Creek to Lincoln today between storms, and it was wild. Do you speak French? No. My wife does, though. She was a French major, so I try to speak it every now and then. I know just enough to make people go, "Oh, do you speak French?" And then I have to go, "No, I don't. I'm sorry." Can you get the lightning marks off by chance? I know. I can. Let me see if I can do it. I'll try again. It's one of these. There's like 1,000 things I can do, and I don't use this often enough. Gotta be over here. Import. No. View. Everybody likes that I'm speaking French.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Bonne nuit.
Bonne nuit.
Bonne nuit. Good night. How do I get this? I don't know. I'm trying to remove the lightning bolts. That's what I'm doing right now. Product panel, no. I know. I'm gonna find it as soon as I'm done here tonight. I'm gonna just go, where is that? I'm gonna find it right away. Settings, select, no. Anybody else have GR2 analyst? Okay, back to the question. Sorry. Let's see. So I should be safe to go to sleep in Omaha and not worry about anything crazy. Yeah, I mean, unless you sleep in a glass house. I mean, or next to like a big picture window or something. Don't do that. But these are just these. There's nothing crazy bad about these storms right now. Some of the hail has been on the large side, so definitely keep that in mind. But if you live in a house, you're sleeping in a house, you'll be fine. Will Lincoln get wind? Yes. I predict weather radios will be going off again soon. Yeah, we're probably going to see something. Just started pouring on 70th and Adams. Are any towns going to get a direct hit from a tornado? I don't think so. These are all quick spin-up tornadoes. Nothing disastrous about these. Will the squall line come with any different sort of warnings or just severe thunderstorm? Good question, Salt Creek. It's just a good old-fashioned thunderstorm warning. Would you say the storms between York, Geneva, and Wilbur are following your pool ball analogy? Yeah, I think, yeah, that's basically... It's much more enjoyable than you telling us we're getting a foot of snow. Let's see, starting to hail in B. Okay, stay safe out there, friends. And B, are tornado chances going down if they all connect? If they all connect, there's still kind of a thing within squall lines that sometimes if one moves faster than the other, it starts to create a little rotation. So once you get a line going, the chance is still there. But it's not as good as, anything else. Does heat from concrete and buildings create a thermal updraft? Always seems like storms split when they get to bigger cities. Yes, there is a heat island effect that happens, but that doesn't explain why a storm would split. That would create lift, which creates storms. So that doesn't make any sense. If you watch storms and not just going through, and I have to say this every time, if you watch storms, they always split. They don't just stay round and nice and circular. They meander and do different things. And so you're watching one specific area over and over and over again. And yes, they are going to split and go around you and do different things. And the radar, you're also looking at a radar that is not perfect. So, but storms split all the time. You look out there right now. Look at all of that, and it's not happening in one specific place. They're splitting all over the place. They're doing it right now. It happens all the time, not just to Omaha, not just to Lincoln, not just to these cities and towns. Happens all the time in the middle of the country. So that's kind of my answer for that. Under File, Place Files, Locate Lightning. File, Place Files. I don't have that. There it is. Place Files. Oh, it didn't work. Import. No, it's not working. I don't know. Tornadoes Monday in Lincoln, not very possible, just possible. The storm split Beaver Crossing earlier doesn't mean crap. Exactly, Cameron. Monsoon out near Malcolm. Let's see. Let's go by too fast. Green triangles means it's just watching potential for mesoscale. That's like, it's just watching the center of the storm. Oh, thanks, John Fraser. Appreciate that. Under File, Place Files, locate the lightning data feed in your active list. Uncheck the box. It's easy. I just can't find it when I'm talking live in front of hundreds of people. When will the Beatrice warning go away? The flash flood warning? That's probably around for a little while. That goes until midnight, 12:15 actually. Ooh. Am I safe in a basement from these quick spin-ups? Best place you can be is a basement. I really want to find this lightning placement. Wait. Oh, wait. I think I found it, maybe. Oof. No. Oh well. I'm gonna quit looking for that. This rain is actually a good free car wash. Ooh, I should have left my car outside for that. Do you know how the lightning marks are determined? It's a place file setting that it's a program that somebody built, and I loaded it into this program, and whenever a lightning bolt is detected, it puts it out there. It's the internet, basically. According to my sprinkler sensor, we have yet gotten a quarter inch here. Same here. Same here. But I bet they've gotten a quarter inch right there. Fairmont, Exeter, McCool Junction, Cordova. What an interesting storm system. Man, what a mess. What time is it? 10:20? Ooh, you mowed today, Cameron. Good call. What needs to be true for a tornado to be radar indicated? You need to be able to see it on the radar. You use a velocity, which is wind, and usually wind goes in one direction, right? But when you got storms, the wind will if you have a rotation within a storm, you'll see wind all in one direction, but one little blip showing it going in a different direction. And the tighter that blip, the better chance there is that there's circulation right there, because wind is going in the opposite direction, and that usually means there's rotation. This is where my grandparents live, near Bladen, out by Hastings. Was there a tornado by Philly earlier? A tornado warning. I don't think I didn't see any confirmed. Let's see. Someone said a tornado by Bladen. I don't know. Is there any particular way to see if hail is going to start or currently falling? When you start to see you have the yellow, you have green, yellow, red, and when you start to see the purples, that's usually a good indication that that hail is in there somewhere. My Tempest. I have a Tempest on the northeast side of town. Says we got 1.32 inches. About just over half an inch that fell in the last 30 minutes. Nice. About an inch an hour. That's a good soaking. Yeah, some of the storms have westward motion. You're right. Does your program give you notifications about radar indicated tornadoes? Yeah, those are the red ones. The purple ones, or pinkish purple, means that it's a confirmed tornado. Oh, it has to be identified by the meteorologist. Yeah, Alex or Alexis has to be confirmed. What's the max tornado we could have? Over the next couple of days, I would say the very tippy top, EF2 is probably the strongest that we would see. Anything over than that, it's just not the right setup. But we could still see, a strong storm or two. Tonight, EF maybe 1. Sterling just lost power for a bit. We just brought a newborn home and are in Clay Center. Oh no. Are we in line to get hit by either storms? Let's see. Yeah, storms are going to roll through tonight. That's all there is to it. So, but they're not bad. I mean, earlier we had some big hail. We had some tornado warnings. But right now it's, as long as you stay inside your house and away from windows, you'll be fine. What setup would result in large tornadoes? There's a whole college class that is dedicated to a whole semester of all of that. So me talking about it and for a couple of minutes on YouTube, there has to be a lot of things in place for it to happen. That's why it doesn't happen very often. And congratulations on the newborn, by the way. My kids just turned 14 and 16. It seems like just yesterday. But every parent says that. Flies by. Thoughts on the warning in Seward County? That is associated with that line, it looks like. Let me see. Yeah. That is Northern Jefferson, Seward, Saline, and Butler until 11 p.m. It is 70 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. So this is now starting to turn into a wind event. Let me see. The one for York, 70 mile per hour wind gusts and ping pong size hail. Then this one for Clay, Knuckles, and Fillmore and Thayer, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and ping pong ball size hail. So we're starting to see a transition. This is a GR2 analyst, native Hades. You can see that. Huh. So yeah, these right here are starting to turn into more linear and will turn into a wind event. Just like this is over here. These are all wind. Look how long this severe thunderstorm warning is. This one from Hastings to Mankato is Jewel, Clay, Knuckles, Webster, Adams, and Kearney County until 11:15. 70 mile per hour wind gusts. So this line right here is all wind. This is turning into wind. This is trying to turn into wind, but has some hail in it all throughout there. And then over here by Tecumseh, kind of a hail event too. Still that flash flood warning for in and around Beatrice. Ooh, Tim saying he could smell the rain. Love that smell. Bo Echo going through Minden. It's like cake. You need the right ingredients, but the temperature is off. What does that say? Or another outside factor, the big tornadoes are gone even if everything comes together. Yeah, Spectre, you're absolutely right. Everything has to be just right. Okay, I'm going to do something here real quick. Okay, I am going to go get a drink of water real quick. I will be right back. Okay. Let's see. What did I miss? New severe thunderstorm warning. No, the new severe thunderstorm warning. Goodness. The new severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, so they're still popping up. This whole thing is going to be severe as long as there's storms out there. Let's see. Good night, Sparky. Yeah, less angry red centers. The red means heavy rain or hail. When it starts to turn into a wind event, you'll see less red and less purple. You'll see more yellows that are quickly moving from left to right and are lined up. Wind speed in Fairmont, everything has been less than 60 or between 60 and 65 miles per hour with the warnings. Hopefully that's what you're asking about. Starting to rain in Council Bluffs. I hope everybody gets rain tonight. I really do. Eagle is getting some good lightning and thunder now. Home Healer Handyman. I like that name. Sirens in Holdridge just went off. Oh yeah, I bet they're probably doing it for the very strong winds. These are like 70, 75 mile per hour winds. Someone posted a video saying there's ankle high water on State Street in Grand Island. Seems like State Street always gets, or at least somewhere in Grand Island, always has problems like that. Flooding in Grand Island. It doesn't surprise me. Look at that. Well, now we're just kind of waiting here. This has just kind of turned into a lot of cluster. The clusters are now turning into lines, which is good news, bad news. The good news is the heavy rain, flooding rain, and hail is now starting to come to an end, and now we're starting to transition over to the straight line wind as my voice starts to deteriorate. Found it. Ah, there it is. Bye bye, lightning. Jeez. I knew it was easy. Oh my god. I don't even remember how I did it. But there you go. Success. Oh my goodness. Are we starting to enter an El Nino cycle? Yeah, I mean it seems like it's always El Nino, La Nina, neither. But yeah, things are transitioning. I did. W in the chat for me. Straight winds, like the straight winds we got last August. Ooh, see, somebody remembers that. I like that. Everybody says Lincoln never gets hit by storms, but then, I mean, okay, so what happened last August? Was that nothing? And yeah, that's a possibility, but I haven't seen anything that bad. This would more likely be 60 to 70 mile per hour winds instead of the 90s. Wait, so even on Monday, the max tornado we can get is an EF2. I was actually talking about Sunday for that. Monday, I'm not saying that. I mean, the max is probably EF2. EF3 would be really hard to do. But again, it's Monday. We still have tonight and Sunday to get through. These storms are going to make waves, butterfly effect. I don't know what's going to happen on Monday. So it's way too early to be talking about that. Is Lincoln going to get anything crazy tonight? Probably some strong winds are now the major concern. How could I forget the wind that took out my trees? I know, but trust me, people forget. I get it all the time. Oh, Lincoln never gets hit by a storm. I'm like, well, what about last August? They're like, what about it? What happened then? They forget. Somebody asked me the other day, because I had a video on Facebook about the snow. Remember the 6 inches of snow we saw in February? And somebody's like, when did that happen? It hasn't snowed like that in Lincoln for years. Like, that happened in February. They're like, no, that didn't happen. The little green triangles are hail icons. Is Geneva going to get crazy tonight? Storms are starting to evolve into more of a rain or a wind issue. How long is the loop for? Is it for the next hour? No, this is live radar. I get this a lot where people say, I looked at radar over the next 6 hours. I'm like, what are you talking about? Radar is now. And then for like this is a radar loop for the last hour. So when you see it go backwards, that's like an hour ago, and then it loops to now. Then it goes back an hour, then it loops to now. So this is a radar loop over the last hour. We're not looking at future radar, which is like Stormcast or like a model. That's not this. Is the wide turning of the storm by Geneva where the low is, or no, this is just, I don't know where the low's at. This has been a weird storm. The low should be probably, if you look at where the storms are rotating, it's to the left. So it's probably over by, coming out of Denver, maybe northwestern Kansas. People put too much stock in Futurecast. Yeah, I mean, it's happening now. So this is what's going on now. I took a beautiful picture of the sunset in August, and then at 5 a.m. the big bad wolf was trying to blow my house down. I remember that. That was a heck of a day. Are tornadoes still a threat? Very minor threat, but there's still a chance. How long is this loop? It's an hour. This week was the 10th anniversary of the Southeast Lincoln hailstorm. Was it really? That was 10 years ago? I remember that. Okay. Was it August 1 the one that knocked out so much power? Yeah, it was. It was. That was my birthday. As I remember, I was watching the storms, and I could see them ramping up in speed and strength, and they were headed right to Lincoln. I'm like, I'm going in. And I called everybody I could to get into the station, and we got on air, and we were live for a very long time, and it was crazy. Just a crazy night. Aaron Thor, this is Southeast Nebraska. I was camping at Branch Oak for that August. Oh my goodness. They had linemen from different states come to help restore power. Yeah, but people still forget about it. Isn't that crazy? That bad of a storm, and people are like, oh, storms never happen in Lincoln. Jeez. Yeah. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, that was a heck of a birthday storm. Power being out with the heat and storms the next few days was really made me not a happy camper. Ditto. So this is what's going to happen, friends. That line of storms here is going to continue to move north and east. It'll be severe. It'll have a lot of wind with it, 60, 70 mile per hour wind gusts. So if it's going 60 miles an hour to the east and northeast, that's, how far is that? 90, 100, couple hours. So probably about, I'm going to say it's going to move through Lincoln and Omaha about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. How's the weather looking for Holdridge tomorrow? Depends on what happens tonight. There's still that severe threat. Better this weekend, weather happened this weekend than during Memorial Day weekend. Agree. And we also got the Big Ten baseball tournament coming up in Omaha. That's next week. This is a crazy time of year. So much stuff going on. Assuming it holds together. It's been doing a good job of holding together since it came out of Colorado. So it's made it that far. But you're right, it might not hold together. So yeah, that line is going to roll through Hastings, roll through Grand Island, eventually Hebron, Geneva. (2021), 5 years ago. Yeah, we seems like Lincoln gets a windstorm every so often that just pummels the trees. Do you think storms tonight will lower the risk tomorrow? I don't know what it's going to do. We can't know yet. It's either going to do nothing, maybe lower the risk. It depends on when it moves out. It would have to stick around longer. Would there be any reason that line would diminish before it gets to Lincoln? Oh, sure. Sure. Another severe thunderstorm warning. What's that one for? That's for Lancaster. Okay, something's going to pop up in and around Lincoln here very soon. Oh, it's the very northeastern corner, north of Waverly. There goes the radio. Yeah, isn't that something though? The radio goes off for 10 square miles of Lancaster County. The storms in April and July of 2024 have left me a bit skittish ever since. Quite a few people. I have a lot of people that follow me on YouTube these days because of those storms. Any idea when the next system will roll through Fillmore County? This is all, I mean, over the next few hours, this whole thing is going to move from where it's at now, over by Hastings and Grand Island, east. So, any guesses to how much rain has dropped? Oh, it depends. I mean, this is one of those storms where it could have been like over by Beatrice near Pickerel. They could have seen 5 inches of rain. Meanwhile, me here in southeast Lincoln, maybe 1/10 of an inch. I was on air for the Hallam tornado, Caitlin. That was my first big tornado. I didn't think it was even possible. That was a busy year. That May and June of 2004 was crazy busy. Yep. Van Western, you are correct. That's coming up. That's less than a week away, the anniversary of 22 years ago. So the good news is out of this, I'm always looking for good news. Glass half full kind of guy. Wind isn't as bad for farmers as hail is. Hail is devastating, but there's rain and wind now. So hopefully this is helping a lot of folks out. Yeah, it will be interesting to see the rainfall totals. I'll try to have those tomorrow. I'll try to post them somewhere. My husband and I started following you in 2024 because we didn't have cable. We found your live stream through Facebook and appreciate how you kept calm and clearly explained everything. Alexis, I appreciate that. Still afraid from the 1980 Grand Island tornadoes. You know who doesn't think they have something protecting them from severe weather? Grand Island. You'll never hear somebody from Grand Island or Hallam that says, oh, we'll never get severe storms. We've got this in place. That's why it surprises me Omaha thinks that. Omaha has been destroyed by tornadoes before. JRT, appreciate that. I learned that from my many years at the other station in town, working with Ken. He said, we're the voice of reason. We're the voice of this is what's happening. And he was always like that. So I learned a lot from him. Where's your PB&J? I'm at home. I don't need to. I can just go over to the kitchen and get it. Yeah, Joshua, I don't know why people think that's a real thing. And dollar in the chat. Safe to go to bed? Yeah, I mean this isn't a devastating tornado kind of thing. We could see some damaging wind, but as long as you're inside your home and away from like picture glass windows, you'll be fine. We thought we were protected by rivers. Yeah, everybody tries to explain it. I think it roots back down to like before this meteorology science was something. I mean, back in the early 1900s, people tried to figure out why this was happening. I'm from Pilger, live in Lincoln now. Always go to the basement when a tornado is warned. Pilger's another one that doesn't think they have something protecting them. Lightning hits something where I'm at in Burt County. Left my soul, left my body. Remember when Fremont got flooded a few years back? Yeah. I had a friend that went to Midland Lutheran. Yeah, I forgot about that, bada bing. That was a heck of a thing. Yeah, storms are going to be rolling through the Lincoln area here again shortly. Yeah, this is all it's all starting to move. It's all starting to push east. I'm just reading the chat. This is fun. This is fun for me. You guys are talking and I'm like, this is cool. Rain is really picking up between Roca and Lincoln. Awesome. Marno, very interesting radar. May 2015 floods in Lincoln. Yeah. Kayaking under O Street at 21st. The day C&L Dairy got taken out by the tornado. I remember that. I can say hello to Trenton and Titan. How's it going? Trenton and Titan? How you doing? Is tomorrow going to be worse? Jordan, it's like the $64,000 question. It has a chance to be bad. Is it going to be worse? It depends. We need to figure out what happens after all of this. Will everything calm down and be able to rejuvenate the atmosphere? Very possible. But will it be worse? We'll see. Do you think the windstorm out by Hastings will reach Lincoln? I think some of it will. I called off work on Monday because I'm scared it's going to be bad. Okay. As much as I do love and watch you talk weather, I much prefer these not be overnight storms. 100% agree. I'm losing steam. I've been talking for hours. I've been hearing Sunday is going to be the main day for McCook through Grand Island, like southwest to northeast. Yeah, it could be a bad day. Definitely worth looking at and watching. Let's see. Random Lincoln weather question. Were you in Lincoln when the 97 October snowstorm hit? I was in college. I was walking out of Iguanas when it really started to come down. And I still to this day don't know if it was lightning or if it was a transformer breaking because it was really starting to come down. Lincoln has had so many tornadoes over the last 10 years, and people have forgotten all about the Arbor Day. I think if it's not an EF4 tornado going down O Street, nobody thinks a tornado happens in Lincoln. Would you ever try to intercept a tornado with Reed Timmer? No. Should I say tomorrow a 1 or 2 PB&J day? Just one. That's all I have time for. October 97, it rained. There was still leaves on the tree, and then they froze cable lines down everywhere. Thank you, Adam. Ooh, some lightning in Southeast Lincoln. Will you be live tomorrow if the weather calls for it? I will try. It really depends, because I don't have the luxury of like the other YouTubers that's all they do. I actually have a job. So I have to do that first, but if I can, I will. I think my son is ready to be a meteorologist. He's giving me plays by play on the lightning. Our storm's calming down. They look like they're kind of the hail part is calming down, so it doesn't look as red, but the wind part is picking up now. That always happens with storms. It's always the hail first and then the wind, and the wind part does the colors, the red and the purple, that's the heavy rain and the hail. When it just turns into wind, there's not as much rain or hail, so it doesn't look as bad, but it's still very, very windy out there. Hi, Silly Goose. Thanks for the Trenton and Titan shout out. What should we have for breakfast? Waffles or breakfast burritos? Waffles. Timing of the storms tomorrow. We got baseball games in Lincoln probably after 6 p.m. Grand Island has flooding. I have heard that, so be safe out there, Grand Island. Full-time YouTuber. When I retire, yeah, absolutely. Which isn't that far away. Stop by the station, Jordan. I'll sign your weather radio. Around the capital, the winds have picked up. Yeah, I think we're going to have one main gust of wind with that thing that's moving through Hastings and Red Cloud right now. And then that'll be it. Once that's through, that'll be it. Pouring at 36 in Pioneers. Kind of want to zoom in on Lincoln here. Yeah, look at that. Isn't this interesting though? Look at that. There's like a little rain-free spot right here, and then pouring rain like a quarter of a mile northeast of there. But this wave right here is really that's your main wind event. Let me see. I'm going to look at this warning here real quick. That is for 70 mile per hour wind gusts. This one over Hebron, 70 mile per hour wind gusts. This one over Seward, looks like it's weakened. You know it's going to be windy when there's a severe thunderstorm warning and nothing's in there. That means they're preparing for the wind. Can you show me the current wind speeds on those western storms? I can't show you the wind speed, but I can show you what they look like this. So that is, when you see that green changing to red real quick there, and then the green inside, that's usually your 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. How fast is the back line of the storms? They're moving. That's a good question. How fast are these storms moving? They are moving east at 45 miles per hour. The one over Grand Island is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and it's moving, hang on. That includes Caro, Elda, Grand Island, Doniphan, Dannebrog, Phillips, and Liberty. How fast is it moving? Oh, 45 miles per hour. Moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Just went to check the rain gauge since it finally quit raining. 2 inches southeast of Firth. Nice. Nice. Bow shape from west of Grand Island down into Kansas. Yeah, that's... Wait, question. Can meteorologists see what EF a tornado is as it is on the ground? No. No. That always bothers me. I see there's a few meteorologists out there that try to ballpark it, and that's always bothered me. It's that you need to know how heavy the things are that are being moved in order to be able to figure out the wind speed. Otherwise, you're just looking at a big tornado. So no, you can ballpark it, but it's a guess. That's why afterwards, after a tornado event, the National Weather Service will send out surveyors to do their job and figure out how, like they'll find something of substance, like a car or something heavy, something that's just substantial. And if it's been moved, they know how fast wind has to be blowing to move it a certain distance, and they'll be able to judge how fast that wind speed was and then assign an EF category to that said storm. Let's see. Yep, Jim's absolutely correct. Does meteorologists make good money? Depends. TV ones, not so much. YouTubers are doing, some of them are doing very well, but there's other, like the National Weather Service, they're government entities, so they do okay. But it's all over the place. I mean, you can, if you're starting out fresh out of college, a small market, you're barely making minimum wage. But if you've been in the business and you for 20 some odd years and you work in like New York City, $1 million. Just depends. Of course, my dogs decide now they want to go outside to potty. Sounds like my dog. Is Hastings currently being hit? It's moving through right now, yes. My son wants to be a meteorologist. Any advice? He's 13. Just keep watching the weather. Keep watching the YouTubers. Keep watching TV meteorologists. Depends on what he wants to do. But 13, lots of time. Lots of time. Just, if he wants to watch the radar, you can buy the GR2 Analyst. It's a one-time fee, and it's reasonable, and he can track storms. It's a blast. Hungriest of Hippos, W in the chat, thank you. Thank you very much. What if you're a pretend meteorologist like Al Roca? I think he makes bank. Because he's like the face of that morning show. He really is. Are the velocity couplets a good indicator of telling the wind speed? Like 70 miles per hour towards 40 away is 110 or shear force? Yeah. Is it true? That does mean strong tornadoes can occur in the middle of nowhere with few structures and get classified weaker than they were. They do the best they can. Yeah, those are EFUs. Like you have EF 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are EFUs that it could be the strongest tornado we've ever seen, but it doesn't do any damage. It like knocks down wheat or corn, so you can't tell. And those are EFUs because they have no idea. Tim, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Al Roker's 10 million per year. Not a bad gig. No wonder he's still doing it. Storm chasers make good money but spend a lot. I wouldn't want to be a storm chaser. That's too clogged up. There's so many of them and they're all going really fast. I want to go slow. I'll tell you what, folks. I think I'm going to call it too. It's 11 o'clock. Been a long day. If it ramps up in the Lincoln area again, I am going to, I'll come back on. But my voice is starting to kind of give out a little bit, and it's been a long day. But once it gets back to, if it looks like it's going to blow through Lincoln, I'm right back on. So, thank you everybody, all the W's in the chat. Thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you. This was a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, asking all the great questions. And it's just beginning. I'll be doing more of this. So, good night, everyone.